Aloha, my friends. Konnichiwa, mushi mushi, bonjour, and hello. Mrs. Weber coming at ya.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Johnson.
Here to talk to you today about tribes. What's a tribe? A tribe is a group of people with common beliefs, common interests, similar values, and have common ancestors and a common leader. Let's break that down a little bit.
Break it down, break it down, break it.
What's a value? Well, in the art world, like we normally talk about, value has to do with darkness and light, shading, highlights, shadows, all that kind of stuff. But when talking about a tribe, a value means a set of basic beliefs. It's important to us. What motivates us to do good in this world? What's an ancestor? An ancestor is a person that you're related to through blood that goes back generations. For example, your great-grandma, she's your ancestor, and so is your great-great-grandma, and your great-great-great-grandma, grandma, and grandpa too. What is an indigenous person? We've talked about this before. Tribes are usually made up of indigenous people. They're people that are native to a certain place in this world. They often have a specific language and set of beliefs and very specific cultural traditions. And how does this pertain to art? Art is history's best manuscript. When you collect artifacts and you look at the different arts and crafts that have come out of these cultures and out of these tribes, it tells the story of their beliefs, like their religions, their economy, and their social structure. It shows what was important to them. Things like masks and ceremonial outfits show what beauty looked like to them. So, living in 2020, there's not a whole bunch of traveling that we can do. But, with the powers of Miss Johnson and I present to you a cultural trip across the world, checking out tribes. Da, 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 or a desert, or a tundra.
Are we in a cave? Where
Are we in a cave?
I need to find something to help me figure out where I am.
Continue on.
Okay.
Let's start right here in the good old Americas, where between Canada and the United States, there are over 574 recognized tribes. The Native Americans. There's tribes like the Sioux, the Cheyenne, the Cherokee, the Apache, the Navajo, and the Wabanaki. Then, when you get higher up into Canada, you have tribes like the Inuits. These Native Americans tribes differed because they had different traditions, different economies, and different cultures, a lot of times based on the climate that they lived in. Just a little offshoot, if you end up in Central America, i.e. Mexico, and all those countries like Ecuador, Nicaragua, Guatemala, there are more than 55 tribes that live there. And quite a few of those tribes now no longer really exist. The Aztecs, for instance, and the ancient Mayans. How do we know so much about their tribes? Because of art and because of artifacts. We were able to seriously dissect all of their cultural values and their history and celebrations because of the things that they left behind. And South America has over 250 tribes. Some tribes that live on farmlands and grasslands and tend to be nomadic, and other tribes that live so far in the Amazon rainforest that they've never even seen things like cell phones or TVs. Can you imagine? So, boogieing on over to Europe. Well, anybody that's from Europe basically descended from 3 tribes. You had a hunter-gatherer tribe, you had a group of European farmers, and you had the ancient North Erusian. You can often see remnants of tribe when you go back to the days of the knights and the kings and the ladies and obviously the dragons too. Within every house and every kingdom, they had structures like castles that protected them, and they even had their own logos. Heraldry is something called a crest. And a crest is kind of like a picture that represents your family or your kingdom. These crests had lots of different animals on them and different colors that all represented different things. These crests were put on flags and shields.
I've read about these on my Kindle. It has these weird thin pieces on it. And there's all of these lines and curves.
Oh, look at it. Look like somebody wrote in it at one point. Is that a map? Oh my goodness. You know what this reminds me of, Miss Weber?
What?
The Lascaux Caves.
Zooming on over to Africa now.
I know this is crazy to say, but Africa has over 3,000 tribes. The Zulu of South Africa were considered to be some of the best warriors in the world. They created amazing shields and headdresses to show up a tribe that maybe they were at war at the time. The Bushmen of Botswana are known for being close to the earth, living off the land, even in some of the harshest parts of Africa. Their language is in a series of clicks and is considered to be one of the harder languages to figure out. The Himba tribe, they figured out something really cool that has elevated their look. They take a combination of red ochre, which is a mineral that they find in the ground, butter, and more animal fat, and they rub it on their face and throughout their hair. This protects them from the intensely hot sun and a lot of the insects that are in that area.
I think there's something else.
Continue the dig!
Wait. Cut it. You grab this one. Grab that.
What could this be? It's beautiful!
Look at those patterns. I wonder if that's a certain place or people. I think this would look lovely on me.
Asia. There are supposedly over 635 different tribes in a greater Asian region. It's estimated that 260 million people belong to tribes in Asia. Some of the best known ones are those of hill tribes, so meaning people that eluded civilization for a long time and were able to keep their traditional ways intact. Some of the more notable ones are the Kayon Hill tribe. The women in this tribe start adding coils to their neck at the age of 5 and continuously add coils. They're known as the long neck women. They add these coils as a way to show beauty by having an elongated neck. It's also said that it would help protect them from tigers. Not really sure how, but okay. Then you can fly over to the Pacific Islanders, where you have the Polynesian, the Maori, the Samoans, and the Aboriginals. They all have very different cultures. Australia, and you have the Aborigines, which is considered to be the oldest civilization in the entire world, at almost 50,000 years old. Archaeologists, who, those people that study real old things, they've been able to find cave and rock drawings made of red ochre that are over 30,000 years old. Not only do we have artifacts that have shown us that the Aborigines are some of the oldest peoples in the entire world, they also have the oldest instrument in the world, the didgeridoo.
Which is kind of like this really long, hollow stick that you blow through in rhythmic cycles, and it's kind of very zen and meditative.
What will our culture look like to future generations?
What is this thing? What is that thing?
Can you read it?
What it does? Wow, it's shiny! Oh, look, shiny, Dad! What is it? You play with it?
Is it a drop?
Oh! What else do you do? Oh, wait! Oh, CD! Is that
Frisbee.
Oh, yay! Oh my goodness! What are these? What is this? Wow, he's a little scary. I hope people aren't scared of clowns. Where do you think he came from?
I don't know, but he's horrifying. What's this logo?
What is that?
What could that possibly?
So, tribes, they're basically a unique group of people with a central purpose. Historically connected by ancestry, or blood, in 2020, it seems like we're having to start to create our own tribe. These tribes are based in trust, commitment, and united in a purpose.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Johnson. I had so much fun filming that adventure with Miss Weber. And you know what? I got thinking about the word tribe. So I just wanted to, run by some other words that you might be familiar with that would remind you of tribe, like peeps, or your pod, or your fam, or your besties. So tribes have lots of other names. So just have an open mind when we approach the unit, and I can't wait to get started. Thanks for taking a journey with us. Bye-bye. Stay healthy, stay happy, and make great art. We love you.